Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start new chapter, lines and angles. So in class 6 we have already learned about angles and their measurement, and now we shall review our concept here and we learn about the properties of angles. Now the first topic is supplementary angles. Two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measure is 180 degree. If there are two angles like A and B, it is written here, angle A and angle B. Okay, if their sum is equal to 180 degree, means angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. If their sum is 180 degree, so we can say these angles are supplementary angles. For example, there is given angle A of 75 degree and angle B of 105 degree. So their sum we will find. These are supplementary angles. How? Because their sum means 75 plus 105, it will be equal to 180 degree, their sum. So we can say that the angle A and B are supplementary angles. Why? Because their sum is equal to 180 degree. Now come to the next topic. It is complementary angles. Two angles are said to be complementary if the sum of their measures is only 90 degree. Means A and B are complementary angle if their sum is 90 degree. For example, there is one angle of A of 36 degree and angle B is of 54 degree. If their sum is 90 degree, let's check. 36 plus 54 equal to, it is 4, equal to 90 degrees. So we can say these angles A and B are complementary angles. Now come to the next topic. It's adjacent angles. Two angles with the same vertex, one arm common and the other arms lying on opposite sides of the common arm are called adjacent angles. For example, there are two angles. I am drawing here. This is angle 1 and this is angle 2. This is also an angle and this is also an angle. These are two angles. But we can see these two angles, vertex is common. Means vertex means corner. We know the corner of. So here the vertex of this angle, first angle, is this one and the other one also this one. So this vertex is common. Okay. And the other thing, now see the arms. See in this angle, in the first angle, the arms are, this is the first arm, this is the one arm of first angle and this is the second arm. Okay, now see the arms of the second angle. One arm is this and one arm is this. So we can see this arm is common of both the angles. This arm is common in both the angles. This arm means this arm is of both the angles, of angle 1 and also of angle 2. So we can say this is the common arm. So if two angles having common vertex, one common arm, so we can say these angles are adjacent angles. And the other arms, see the other arms, means these and this, these are the two other arms of two angles. So other arms lying on opposite sides, we can see these are on opposite sides, this and this, of the common arm, so are called adjacent angles. So these are adjacent angles. Now come in the given figure AOB, I am making it zoom. This is given figure. In this angle AOB means this, and angle BOC we can see have common vertex. This is the common vertex of both the angles. So this is the common vertex, and this OB is the common arm of both the angles, angle 1, angle AOB, and angle BOC also. So this arm OB is common of both the arms, both the angles. So we can say that angle AOB and BOC are adjacent angles. It may be one angle is smaller, another may be bigger. It doesn't matter the smaller or bigger. Maybe sometimes they may be equal also. Okay, so if they are having common vertex and common arm, and other two arms are lying in on opposite sides of common arm, so these angles are adjacent angles. Now come to the next topic. Next topic is linear pair of angles. Two adjacent angles are said to be of form of linear pair of angles if their non-common arms are two opposite rays. We can see in this figure angle AOB and BOC both are adjacent. These are forming linear pair angles. How? Because their non-common arm means, which are the non-common arm? Means common arm is which one? OC, and non-common arms are OA and OB, and these rays are in opposite, these are opposite rays. We can see non-common arms are two opposite rays, means these are forming a line. We can say in simple way, these are forming a line. Okay, one is going in this direction, other is going in opposite direction. These are the what? These are the non-common arms and moving in opposite rays, opposite direction. Okay, these are moving in opposite direction. That's why we are it is written here that these are opposite rays. So if if any two adjacent angles are lying in such a way that non-common arms are opposite rays, so we can say these adjacent angles are forming linear pair angles. So in this condition, the sum of these AOB and AOC will always equal to 180 degree, means angle AOC, this angle AOC and BOC, their sum will be equal to 180 degree. What is the difference between supplementary angles and linear pair angles? Linear pair angle sum is also 180 degree. We can see the measure, this angle is of how much? This is straight angle of 180 degree, right? So this is of 180 degree. So difference between supplementary angles and linear pair angles is that if any two angles sum is 180 degree, maybe angles are adjacent or not, maybe they are having common vertex or not, it doesn't matter. Maybe the angles are apart from each other, one is this and second is this. Okay, so if their sum is 180, so we can say that these angles are supplementary angles. And if they are lying, they are forming a line, if they are adjacent angles and non-common arms are opposite rays, means they are forming a line. This is a line, non-common arms forming a line. So we can say these are linear pair angles and their sum is also equal to 180 degree. An important result is given here. If a ray stands on a line, then the sum of the adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. We can see this is a ray OC. This is a ray OC which is stands on a line AB. Okay, the sum of the adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. In this condition, the sum of adjacent angles, these are adjacent angles, their sum will be always equal to 180 degree. Means these are linear pair angles. Okay, these are adjacent angles and forming, you can see this ray is stands on a line. This is a line, means opposite arms of both the angles of angle 1 and angle 2, and these are the opposite rays. These are forming a line, so we can say these are linear pair angles. So in the given figure, OC stands on the line AB. OC stands on the line AB, so forming adjacent angles AOC. This is angle AOC and this is BOC. So their sum means AOC plus BOC equal to 180 degree. Now we have two important deductions from the result. The first one, the number of all angles formed on the same side of a line at a given point on the line is 180 degree. How? You can see one figure is given to us. I'm drawing here this figure. This is a line AB. So if there are two sides of this line, one upside and other is downside. If we take any, we are taking the top side, and there is a given point on AB. Any point we can take. If I'm taking this one, so if we see from this point, some angles are drawn, maybe 2 angles, 3 angles or 4 angles. Their sum will be equal to 180 degree. Angles on the same side of a line from a given point. This is a point. From this point, if we see the sum of all the angles on the same side, it will be equal to 180 degree. And we know that this angle is a straight angle, it is of 180 degree. If this angle is divided into some parts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any number of angles may be there, but sum will be always equal to 180 degree. So some rays are lying on it. Okay. Second, the sum of all angles around a point is 360 degree. Figure is drawn here. I'm drawing again here on the top. There is a point, and from this point some all around this point there are some angles, maybe 4, 5, 3, any number of angles can be there. I have drawn here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. Okay, so their sum will be equal to always 360 degree. The sum of these all angles will be equal to 360 degree, as we know that if we take any, we can see from the clock. This is a real example. If any hand of the clock starts from 12, and after complete rotation it will come here again to its position, and it has completed complete round of 360 degree. This angle is called, we know it is called complete angle of 360 degree. The same here, if a complete angle is divided into some parts, means there are some angles, maybe 3, 4, any number of angles, the sum will always equal to 360 degree. Now come towards exercise 13. Find the complement of each of the following angles. First, 35 degree, and we need to find the complement of this angle. Means there are two complementary angles and the measure of first angle is 35 degree, and we need to find the measure of other angle. So first we will assume, let the measure of its complement be x degree. Okay, we don't know the measure of other angle, so we will assume it is x degree. Then according to the condition, we know the sum of complementary angles is 90 degree, so we will write x plus 35 degree is equal to 90 degree. So now we will transpose. We know how to transpose. 35 will go towards right hand side and it will become negative after getting there. So it will go that side and it will become negative. So 90 minus 35 will be 55 degree. We have got the value of x, hence the complement of the given angle measure 55 degree. In this way we will do the other of this question number first. Now come to the question number second. Find the supplement of each of the following angles. The first one 80 degree. So in this there are two supplementary angles, and one is given to us, it is of 80 degree, and we need to find the measure of second supplementary angle. So let the measure of its supplement be x degree. We don't know the measure of the second supplementary angles. We will assume it is x degree. Then we know that their sum is 180 degree, so we can write x plus 80 degree is equal to 180 degree. Now we want to find the value of x, so we will transpose this 80 towards right hand side. When it will go towards right hand side, it will become negative. We know that. Now 180 minus 80 equal to 100 degree. So we have got the value of x, hence the supplement of the given angle measure 100 degree. Hence in this way you will find the other supplement of the given other supplementary angle measures in question number second. Now come to the question number third. Among two supplementary angles, if the measure of the larger angle is 36 degree more than the measure of the smaller angle, means smaller one, find their measure. So supplementary angles are there, two supplementary angles. The first angle, one is smaller and one is larger. So the larger one is 36 degree more than the smaller one. So let's see. So let the measure of supplementary angles be x and x plus 36. So we have assumed the smaller one as x. Let the smaller one be x, and we know the second means larger one is 36 degree more than the smaller one, so it will be x plus 36 degree. Okay, so now we can write here, then we know the sum of supplementary angles is 180 degree, so we will write here x plus 36 we will write in bracket. Now the equal to 180 degree first we will write, and in the next step first we will open the bracket. So x as it is the first angle, and in the second angle we will write x plus 36 equal to 180 degree. X plus x will be equal to 2x, and this 36 will go towards the right hand side, means it will go towards right hand side and it will become negative. We can see 180 minus 36. So 180 minus 36 will be equal to 144. X is 2x is equal to 144. In this way, when we'll transpose this 2 towards right hand side, it is multiplier here. When it will go towards right hand side, it will become divisor, means it will divide the right hand side, it will come as divisor, it will divide it. Okay, so we will divide by cutting method directly. 2 1 time, 2 7 times, 14 and 2 times 4. So x, the value of x we have got, it is 72 degree. Now we have smaller angle was x only, so it will be equal to 72 degree, and the larger angle we assumed it was how much, x plus 36. So we will write here 72 plus 36, it will be equal to 108 degree. So at the end you will write the answer. Hence the measure of supplementary angles are 72 degree and 108 degree. There was no space, so I have written at the side. You will write properly on the next page if there would not space is not left. Now come to the question number 4. Find the angle which is equal to its supplementary. So there are supplementary angles and both are equal, so we will assume both as x, and we will write according to the condition x plus x is equal to 180 degree, and you will find the value of angles, measure of angle, both the angles, these will be equal. Now can two angles be supplementary if both of them are, so you are acute, if two angles are acute angles, means less than 90 degree, both are less than 90 degree. For example, one is 60 and other is 75. So their sum, can their sum would be equal to 180 degree? It is less than 90, it is also less than 90. How can their sum will be equal to 180 degree? 60 plus 75 degree, it will be equal to 135 degree, not equal to 180. So our these will not equal to 180, so these cannot be supplementary angles. In the same way we will think about the angle if these are obtuse, both are obtuse, means both are more than 90 degree. So can their sum would be equal to 180 degree? No, not at all, it would be greater than 180 degree. So we can say that these cannot be supplementary. And if both are right angle, so both are of 90 degree, so 90 plus 90 will be equal to 180 degree. So yes, and one condition is not given here, I am telling you, if one is acute and one is obtuse and their sum is 180 degree, so we can say that these are supplementary angles. Okay, now come towards the question number 6. In the given figure AOB, I'm making it bigger, this is figure AOB. In the given figure AOB is a straight line and ray OC stand on it, OC stands on it. Angle AOC is 64 degree and BOC is x degree. Find the value of x. So let's go. This is the figure. In this AOB is a straight line. Okay, and this angle is AOC is of 64 degree, and other BOC angle we don't know its measure, so we will assume it is x degree. And we first we will write whatever is given in the question. It is given AOB is a straight line and angle AOC is equal to 64 degree, it is given to us, and we need to find the value of this x, means we need to find the measure of this angle BOC. So we can see these angles are adjacent angle first of all, having same vertex and common arm. Okay, the second thing, non-common arms are opposite rays, means see going in opposite direction, right? And the second thing, forming a line, as I told you in the simple way, if non-common arms are forming a line, so we can say the angles are forming linear pair. These are linear pair angles. So we can write x means this angle plus 64 degree means the sum of these two equal to 180 degree, and in the bracket you will write the reason linear pair angles. When we write the reason in bracket, so we use short form. So I have written angle sin and s means angles. This is the short form of angles, and we write in bracket only when we give the reason. And this is the short form of because. This is 1 minute. This is the short form of because. We write in this way. This is the short form of therefore. In maths we use these symbols. So because these are linear pair angles, that's why we have written x plus 64 degree is equal to 180 degree. Now we will transpose 60 towards right hand side. When it will go towards right, it will become negative. So 180 minus 64 will be 116 degree. So this is our required answer. So in this exercise we will do all the questions and try to solve the question number 7 and 8 by yourself.